Hello everyone, welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott. How is everybody today? Well, today's been a busy day for me. I spent the morning starting to finish up what little work I have left. Based on the president's guidelines and everybody else, we are getting ready to continue to go into we call it a soft lockdown. We're not barring the gates or anything, but we're going to stay home. I've got a little bit of work to do this week. I've got to finish up the work that I got contracted for last week. I have to finish up, and I'm not taking on any new work for my company until April. So we are shutting the doors and we are getting ready to shelter in place, bug in, hunker down, whatever you want to call it. I think it's a good idea, especially for us guys that aren't quite so young anymore. I see what they're doing, and what they're trying to do is a pandemic may not stop, so to speak, but what they're trying to do, and it's what Dr. Fauci said, they're trying to flatten the curve. In other words, instead of having a peak amount of cases and then taper off, they're trying to flatten it out. And what I believe he means by that is that we will probably still have about the same amount of cases. However, they will be spread out over time, and it won't overrun and overload our hospitals. Saying goodbye to our caretaker for my special needs daughter. So, and that makes a lot of sense. It is a highly infectious disease. There's various and sundry thoughts on how bad it is or how bad it might be. I think I read somewhere where they said about 80% of the cases are mild, and that the people that are really in danger are the elderly, and they specify that as over 70 and with underlying health issues. So nobody wants to get it, but I think what they're doing is smart. Like I said, spreading the amount of cases over a longer period of time to better suit the capacity of our healthcare system. People talk about, oh, we need socialized medicine and one payment thing. Well, that's what Italy has, and they're not doing so well. So I don't know if that's the right idea. I'm a veteran, I'm tired. I am eligible for VA health care, and I'm eligible for free VA health care, but I choose to keep private insurance, and there's a reason for that. Because what I get from the private industry is far better than what I get for the government. And for all you people that want health care from the government, you will get what veterans get. It's not going to get any better. In fact, the veterans will probably get better health care. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how great socialized medicine is. I think my wife had to go out and do some business work today, and she stopped by the store on the way home, and we picked up a couple little things, but we're set. We're ready to hunker down, shelter in. We've got food, we've got toilet paper, we got everything we need. So we are staying in, and when we do go out, we are going out with a heightened awareness, because we don't know. Nobody knows how bad this is going to get, and good people can do bad things when they get stressed, like they're hungry. So we've increased our, that's an alert message. I wonder what that is. Okay, looks like State of New York is seeking reserve staff of recently retired health professionals to help respond to the coronavirus. Very interesting. I get an alert. I have a, it's called, I think it's called Alert USA. It's a paid subscription, but I get alerts from all over the world about things like this, so it kind of keeps me in the know. It's, for me, it's money well spent. But getting back to that, you know, preparing for this, we had enough food, but we went and got, you know, stocked up on stuff that we would kind of more or less like to have but didn't have to have. And so we went out, we bought, you know, we bought extra dog food, and we got extra medicines, which is kind of interesting because I used some stuff from one company, some homeopathic stuff, and the stuff that I have they are now sold out of. And I got mine like a month or so ago when it first started. I said, uh-oh, better get. But yeah, we're ready. We are staying home, and we're gonna wait it out. You know, we're in just as much a bind as everybody else, but you know, I'd hate to be the person that gave, like, I don't think I have it, but you know, who knows who has it and who doesn't. But I'd hate to give it to somebody who later on dies. And so and I don't want somebody else to give it to me so I may die. So we're gonna stay home for the 2 weeks and see what happens. All right, so today I went out and did some more clearing on my property and had a major breakthrough today. I'll show that to you. I'm finally able to walk out of the back of my property. I got enough trees cleared where I can now kind of walk out the back. I still have a lot more work to do, but I feel this is kind of a milestone. And as you can see, I've got a lot of mud. It hasn't rained as much, and so parts of the ground are dry, but back here it's really, really muddy. And then I have, like around this area where there's some big trees were, I have stump holes. And when the guy cleared the property, he graded over the top of them with his blade, and so he covered all the stump holes. So a lot of times I don't find them until I'm already in them. But you can see here some of the stuff I was dealing with today. And where that really hurt me was when I'm trying to drag some of these big logs out, and my little tractor wants to do it, but it gets in those mud piles, and it just spins. I'm just spinning my wheels. Here's a good mud pile for you. This was a stump hole, and you can see now it's just mushy, gooey mud. So I've still got a lot of work to do, but my wood piles are being knocked down little by little. The next step, which I'll start tomorrow, is I will take, hope I'm not making everybody dizzy, I will take all these logs I have cut and I will cut them to length. Some of these logs are close to 60 foot long. Some of them I've had to cut up a little bit, but I'll cut them down to like 15 to 18 foot lengths, and then I'll stack them over with the rest of that pile over there, and then I'll have somebody come get them. So even though I'm not working, I still have plenty to do. We're really trying to get this property ready to be productive. It just takes time. I did get the opportunity to get my new chainsaw out. That thing runs like a champ. I'm really pleased with it. It's a great It's a great chainsaw. It cuts well, it cuts hard. It was a good investment for me. So I think at this point in the game that if you're not prepared, it's starting to get to be too late. I think now is the time you should be shutting the doors and staying home. And if you don't have your food, if you don't have your water, it may be too late. You know, right now, the president is giving guidelines on what to do and what he's asking people to do these things. However, if the asking doesn't work, he may start telling. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know the legality of it, so I don't know what that'll look like. States, on the other hand, governors, mayors, you know, they can impose curfews and such. And so for you guys that live in the cities, you may be stuck in your apartment for 2 weeks. I know a lot of cities right now are not allowing large groups to gather. They're closing restaurants only for takeout. Bars are closing, nightclubs are closing. So things are happening, things are coming. You all need to be careful. You all need to be prepared. If you don't have your stuff by now and you have the opportunity to go get it, I would go get it. All right, one last view of like I said, some of the stuff I'm dealing with today, along with trying to get the wood out. So that's all I got, everyone. Seriously, if you don't have all your preps, you know, that window's closing fast. And who knows, I mean, tomorrow, you may not be able to leave your house. And so, and even then, depending on where you live, a week down the road, it may not be safe to leave your house, not because of the disease, but from good people doing bad things. You know, I put this channel out to try to help people, and hopefully I'm helping you. I do care, you know, not on a personal level, but I do care. You know, I would like everybody out there to make it, and to be forewarned is to be forearmed. So get your act together, get your stuff together, take care of your family, take care of yourself. That's vital. You know, my thoughts and prayers are with you. So everybody stay safe and stay secure. We'll see you.